What's going on, guys? I'm back out for another solo trip. I wasn't expecting to go on a trip, but I looked at the weather forecast for the Adirondacks and it was horrible. It was thunderstorms and rainstorms, and I thought I need to be out for that. But I get here and it's beautiful. So we're island camping this time. We're going to spend 2 nights, 3 days on an island on a big lake. I got my big canvas tent. We got the cooler. We're going to stay in a really nice shelter and eat really good food and do a lot of fishing. So I got a little bit of a paddle till we get to our campsite on our island, and unless I get a fish, we'll see you at camp. Here's home for the next 2 nights. I don't know if you can see it down there. My boat's way down there on the shoreline. It's getting knocked up against a rock right now. I'm gonna have to go fix that. The boat situation's fixed. Just got it propped up there. There's a little dirt on that part of the rock. It'll stay nice. I got it tied off, secured to 2 different points down there on roots. There's my sleeping pad over here on the side of the tent. I got the vents open. I got my chair right here. Here's my table. And here, let's go outside. Look at that. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? There's the tent up here at the very top of this. It's really breezy right now. It's super windy, but that's okay. It's hot out. It feels good. But the ground is like sandy up here, and I'm worried about the tent pulling out. It's supposed to get calm as the evening goes on, but it's also supposed to thunderstorm. Check this out. Down here off this rock, it drops down to this lower part of the campsite. And down here, picnic table, which I don't really need. I'm probably not going to use it. I'm probably going to hang out in the tent. We got a fire pit. And then even down at this lower level, look at this view. Like, other than the wind, you know, almost blowing my tent away, you couldn't ask for a more perfect site than this. Pretty nice view though. It's a little windy, guys. We're completely winded still. It's been a few hours. The tent is just, I know it looks like I should probably have the door shut, but when I have the door shut, it's worse. I got the vents open inside, the wind kind of goes through it. I pegged it down a lot more places with extra rope because the whole thing picked up and almost blew away with me in it. That was pretty sketchy. But yeah, we're just sitting here still. We're waiting for this wind to stop so we can go fish. Whoa! Woo-hoo! It would be impossible to be on this water right now. Check out the back of my tent, guys. Like, the ground is just sand. It's just pulling the stakes right up. It's just the whole thing is lifted off the ground. If I pull it down, the stakes just pop right out of the sand. I was hoping to go out and fish and then come back in and make a nice dinner. But the wind is still going. It's 7 o'clock and it's still ripping. It was supposed to be done. So I'm going to cook up a couple of nice smoked sausages, eat that, and hopefully when we're done eating we can get out and fish. Alright guys, I think it's calm enough to fish now. I'm tucked in between the islands, so I don't feel anything here. I can still see some chop on the water, but I think we'll be okay. I know this lake pretty good. It was a long time. 6 hours of just waiting out huge gusting winds. I can't believe my tent almost blew away with me in it. That was crazy. that tent has a stove jack that goes up the middle right next to the center plate where we put our wood stove. And the pole shifted when the stakes came out, and the pole went through the jack hole and the tent collapsed in on me and then started to blow away. So we got a little, I'm going to troll here for a little while, but I know where I want to be fishing, and we got probably about a 15-20 minute paddle. It's still pretty windy out here. I probably shouldn't be out here fishing, but I couldn't sit there any longer. I need to get out and do something. It's alright, I got my life vest on, the water is warm. There's really no need. I'm not going to flip the boat anyways. The stabilization's on in the camera, so it doesn't look bad to you, but my boat is, it's jumping. Now I'm getting poured on. Crazy. Well, there's some decent looking fish. I thought we'd get a bite, but nothing. We got a fish. It's a smallie. I saw him feeding in some bait. Oh, he got off right here at the boat. That's alright, I saw him. It's like a 16-inch smallie. Nothing big. I'm totally counting that fish. I saw him, he was right next to me. And I was debating on whether or not I should net him, and that's what I did. That's a fish caught. I didn't get skunked today. I'm making the rules up. That's just the way it's going to be. I'll be back to camp in like 15 minutes probably. I don't get the whole motorboats in the wilderness thing. Camping. I saw a campsite, like a $30,000 motorboat at it, and they were hammock camping. I'm not saying it's wrong, or you shouldn't do it. I'm not bombing it, I just don't get it. If you get it and you like it, that's awesome. I just don't get it. Alright guys, we're back in the tent. It's raining, it poured on me as soon as we got back to the island. And I was trying to unload the boat and get out of it, it started pouring on me. In the worst spot too, because it's really hard to get out of the boat, in and out of the boat here. But it's nighttime now, it's raining. I had to readjust the whole pitch of the tent because now that the wind's died down, everything kind of said the wind was giving it a lot of structure, and I had it tied out against the wind, and then it kind of collapsed in the spots where I had it tied out. That's alright. Good morning. It's a little after 5 a.m. It's pretty foggy out. Everything feels soaking wet. I woke up. I was up and down all night. I woke up at just like 5 a.m. I was going to go back to sleep, but I think we're going to go out and try and get a fish. Get on the water, we'll go fishing, we'll come back and make coffee and breakfast. Go fishing. I feel like I'm at the beach most of this trip because I'm hearing more seagulls than loons. I finally heard a loon at 3 a.m. been my first one. When we come here in the spring and fall, we hear them all the time. I was hoping to have better fishing. This place is really great fishing in the spring and fall. But this is my first time fishing in the summer. It's probably still good, I just don't know how to do it. I gotta figure it out, which is never gonna happen because this is probably the last time I'm ever coming here in the summer. I really want to get a fish this morning. I think I'm the first one out. I'll bet the motorboaters have late risers. We got into a perch on a perch lure with Logan on the phone.
Yeah!
Alright, we're not skunked for the day. Logan brought me some good luck.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I missed my shot this morning. I was talking to Logan on the phone after I caught that little perch. And I was reeling my topwater lure in. And right at the boat, I'm pretty sure it was like a medium-sized pike, just shot up and tried to rip it right off the top of the water right next to the boat. And he missed it. I was in like 14 feet of water. And it came straight up from the bottom. I don't think it was a bass. It could have been, I guess, but it scared me. It was a big explosion, like right there. So, nothing else. I tried to get him again. He didn't bite. So, we're good ways from camp. I got another probably 35-40 minute paddle to get back to camp. I think we're going to troll all the way back and then go make some coffee and breakfast. We picked up a nice fish in the top water. Ooh, I think it might be a pike. 18-inch large, or smallie, sorry. Nice fish. I think we got another fish. He popped off. Look at this. Who knows how long I was even trolling this thing. Home sweet home. That view again. I'd love to live here. Walk out of my tent. That's what you see. back out fishing for a little while. I lost my sunblock. That's not good. Right now I'm just trolling over to the spot where I can cast a topwater lure a little bit for some bass. And if I get a fish, I'll see ya. Alright guys, it's time to make some dinner.
Look at that.
We're gonna let that rest. We're gonna boil some water to clean the pan. Then we're gonna make the tacos. Look at that, perfect. Mmm, holy cow. That's good. Jack cheese. Alright guys, I'm just going to sit here and crush these, and then I think we're going to go back out fishing for the evening. Look how nice my boat looks up there. Guys, I messed up so bad. I don't even know if you can see me right now. I dropped my glasses in the lake. And it's the only pair I have. No spare. And I can't see much without them. It's kind of a nightmare. I can't even see. I can't even text anybody. Someone text me. I kind of figured out who it was, and I had to call him to make sure it was him. Second time I've done it. I did it at St. Regis canoe area with Logan last spring. I think it was 2 years ago. I dove down. They're like in 10, 12 feet of water. Water's clear. I dove down a few times, feeling around the rocks, but I can't see. One time I stayed down too long once. Obviously I got back up, but I was gasping for air. Logan said I should stop doing solo trips for a while. I've been struggling this year. Everything was going great too, except the fishing. I caught some fish. We got a beautiful camp. I made delicious steak tacos. And then this. Alright guys, I'm not trolling. I know I said I wasn't going to do it and I probably shouldn't be. I'm going to fish for a little while. The lake looks completely different without my glasses. It's kind of crazy. No fish finders, I could barely see it anyways. Doesn't even make sense. Less stuff to mess with, the better. Just gonna do a quick troll for maybe an hour and then go back in. We got a fish already. I just turned the camera off. Hopefully we can get this hook on alright. Nice smallie. We got a fish. It's a smallie, but I think it's a nice one. He's staying right on top the whole way. He's a jumper. This is the fish of the trip. I swear to God, it's a 21.5-inch smallie. They're way back by me so you can see. That's a monster. This is the smallmouth that makes me happy. So we go. That was a nice fish. Yes. I'm so glad I came out. There's home right there. Got her going. Alright guys, that's a wrap on tonight. I gotta get up early. I got a weather forecast from Logan. It's going to rain tonight, and in the early morning I need to have the tent, everything inside the tent packed up by 8, and I got to start packing up the tent at 8 because that'll be my break in the weather. The tent takes a little while to pack up because it's big. So that's the plan. I'm going to enjoy this fire for a little while longer and then go to bed. See you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Coming to you live from the wet and blind. It rained all night long. Everything is just feels wet and damp and nasty, and I still can't see anything. And picking this tent up is going to be a pain in the butt. I got a lot of guy lines tied out to it, extra ones from that windy day, and I might just be cutting some of them. I packed my knife away. I have a small knife in my tackle box though. So packing this tent up, it's soaking wet. It's going to be twice as heavy. I'm really wishing now I brought my small backpacking tent. It was great having this beautiful tent, especially when it was windy out and rainy. I could just walk around in it like a cabin. But now not being able to see, I wish I had my other one. But I'm going to get this thing packed up. It's going to take me a while. It's probably going to take me about an hour to pack the tent up. And then we're going to get on the water and fish out of here. We're out of there. I thought it was going to take me an hour. It took me like 25 minutes. We're all loaded up. We got a lot of weight. Even though we lost a lot of weight in the cooler, I think we're still heavier because of all the water weight on the tent. And mainly the tent. The tent's much heavier. Well, we're going to give it a troll. See if we can get a fish. See if we can get any luck this morning. Not going to troll long though. Alright guys, no fish trolling. So that's it. That's a trip, unless I get some fish on the way out of here, but I don't think. I'm almost to the car. So that's a wrap for the trip. We had some adversities again. Losing my glasses was not good. We caught a giant smallie though. That was great. My second biggest ever. So as always, thank you for watching. We appreciate all of you that watch our videos. And we'll see you on the next one.